afternoon, all of our friends in the world, out in Council on Aging world. Today is a very special day. My name is Carolyn Carger, and I am with Council on Aging. And today I have the super privilege to talk with somebody who's very special to all of us. And she is the coordinator of COA's Meals on Wheels program. And her name is Miss Sue Spradling. Hello, Miss Sue.
Hello, Carolyn.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for asking.
Well, I have always wanted to have a conversation with you like this, and I know that there's so many people out there from the Council on Aging community who are missing you big time.
We miss them. It would be so nice to see all of them, and this is our way of doing it. Miss you guys, all of you.
Oh. Well, many people know the good work that Council on Aging does and the great work that Meals on Wheels and the team and the volunteers do in the community. And we're going to talk about some more details about that work. But what not everyone can know is the pleasure of working with Miss Sue. And we call her Miss Sue. And I think it's because of how much we respect her.
Thank you.
But she's known as Miss Sue. She's not a Miss Sue. But anyway, so Miss Sue, such a pleasure to work with, and I'm so glad that that people who've been missing you so much can get to see you today, and maybe we'll learn a little bit more about you.
All right.
Okay, well, the excuse for our get-together is that there's an important event that's going on right now, and it's called the 2020 Subaru Share the Love event. And this is a special event which is sponsored by Subaru of America. And they do it once a year. And what they do is they allow customers who are buying or leasing a Subaru vehicle from now until January 4th to choose the charity of their choice. And they give you a list of the ones that are participating. And if you choose Meals on Wheels, then a portion of those donations, they will make a $250 donation to Meals on Wheels America. And then programs like ours, our Meals on Wheels program, will be granted a share of that. So this is a really important fundraiser that we really rely on to help seniors in St. Johns County. And so because it's going on, we thought this is the perfect opportunity to talk to Miss Sue and ask some questions that we haven't, when we work together, we don't have time to get to know and ask. So I guess I'd like to start out by asking you, are you from St. Augustine?
No, originally from southeastern Kentucky, but we came to St. Augustine about 20 years ago from Daytona.
Okay. And did you come with your husband, with your whole entire family? How did you come here?
With my husband. My adult children had already moved out, but my husband and I moved up with our little four-legged furry pals, kids.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Your babies?
Our babies.
Yes. And then did your husband pass away?
He did, 12 years ago.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
12 years ago. And Council on Aging, Meals on Wheels has been basically my life. It has kept me occupied, kept my mind busy.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And it's so wonderful for our community. So how did you hear about Council on Aging?
When we moved up from Daytona, we moved to Flagler Estates. Most everybody knows where that is. We're out in the country. But we moved to there, and I heard about Meals on Wheels, and I volunteered at the first center that we had in Hastings, and I volunteered there until they closed that center. Met Pat O'Connell. She offered me a job with the mission here to come and help with that. So I started here, and I was a volunteer, delivered meals for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And then I started working inside and doing a route also.
Okay. So how many years ago was that you started being the coordinator of the Meals on Wheels?
About 15.
Oh, wow. So that's a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Met a lot of friends, watched a lot of our clients grow from volunteers to becoming clients.
Okay. So can you tell us what a day in your life as the coordinator of Meals on Wheels is like and what you do?
Which day? Which
Oh,
day?
okay. So pick
Uh,
a day, I guess. Tell us just in general what you do back there to get the meal.
we come in about between 5:30, 6 o'clock and begin processing the meals, packing meals, getting them ready for the volunteers to pick up. We have to have our route sheets telling us what client gets the meals, how many they get, have them ready for the volunteers to pick up for their distribution. And we have frozen routes that we get ready for the clients that live in the outlying areas where volunteers don't go maybe once a week. So we get those all ready, and you finish one day and then you're ready to begin on the next day.
Okay.
It's a constant turnover.
So we have at Council on Aging, we have a special kitchen which prepares the food, that freshly prepares the food. And then your department, then you all are responsible for packaging it. Is that right?
The kitchen, we have an excellent kitchen, and most all of our meals are cooked on site. We don't use too many that are prepared outside. Don't order those.
Mm-hmm.
But most of our meals are prepared in the kitchen, and they will put them in the trays that we send out. When they have those ready, then they'll go into the freezer. We send all of our meals out cold now. It's just easier to maintain temperature cold than it is to keep them hot. Mm-hmm. So then we package all of the trays in our bags that are going out to the clients.
I see. So what time do the volunteers arrive to start delivering the meals?
Oh, the first one comes about 8:30. And that's an ongoing process. We try to stagger the times so that we can have the distancing. And the last one will get here 10:30, and we have a few that don't come until 11 o'clock.
Okay.
But we try to keep the distance that we need. Masks, of course, are required. Mm-hmm. And we don't have masks on today because there's no one else around us.
Right.
We'll explain that right now.
That's good, because that was my request, because I wanted everyone to see you, and it's so much easier to have a conversation without one. But I'm glad we were able to find a spot where you could have the distance that you needed.
And since they are required in the building, we got permission to do this without the mask on.
Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Anyway, can you tell me a little bit about your team?
Volunteers or the work team, both of them are excellent. We have a wonderful group in the kitchen that does our meals. They're very conscientious, concerned with what they do, and like what they do. They work over there tirelessly getting it done. And we have a group of volunteers like no other group has. I know ours are above all of the others. Do most anything you ask them to do. Deliver more than food. Pet food goes out, they deliver that without question, without complaint. Just couldn't ask for a better group.
Oh, that's great. Now, do you, in terms of, I know that you package the meals, but do you interface with the volunteers who do the driving?
When I can. At times they try to keep me away so that I'm not mingling out that much right now.
I see.
But when I do, it's from the door out around their car instead of getting close contact. But yes, we do a wave and a hello and a how are you at a distance.
Do you have some? Yeah. Do you have some volunteers who have been volunteering for a long time?
I do. I have volunteers that have been volunteering almost as long as I have been here. Wow. They age out. Mm-hmm. They age out. We had one volunteer that was 101 when he stopped.
Wow.
And they don't give, some of them don't give it up until they absolutely have to.
Yeah. And then do some of them then receive the Meals on Wheels?
Yes, they do. I have some right now that were volunteers that are receiving meals. Oh, and that's beautiful. And we have some, occasionally one passes away and leaves us, mm-hmm. but they have done their duty. They have and I still keep in touch with former volunteers through email.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Do you ever have communication with the people who receive the meals?
Yes, we do. Just had a call from one this morning telling me how much She wanted to see one of the volunteers, and she didn't know if she had the right number, but they'll call and tell me. Sometimes our insurances will have them get meals from other places, and they will call and tell me how dissatisfied they are.
Oh, good.
But they call and they'll tell me how good the meals are, how great they are, how they appreciate it. And sometimes they'll have one that can't eat pork. Can you do anything? Sure, we can.
Oh,
But yeah, we keep in touch.
that's great. So what kind of situations are people in who are relying upon the Meals on Wheels?
Some of them cannot leave their homes. They are confined because of health. Some just because of age, they can't leave. And they depend on getting their meals, and that contact with that volunteer does wonders for them.
Yeah. Do you ever hear from families of people who are receiving the Meals on Wheels?
I do. Voicemails, just a regular telephone call, and sometimes emails.
Oh,
But yes, they call.
oh, that's wonderful. I'm sure they appreciate it. Sometimes families are separated by long distances.
They are, and sometimes now, if a client isn't home, uh, we'll call and I'll try getting the family. We have some of them don't have emergency contacts, which I wish they all did, but we call. Just this morning, I called one's daughter because he wasn't home.
Okay.
We hadn't heard anything, so I called to see where he was, if he was all right.
Well, it's a very caring service that you provide, and I'm sure everybody really appreciates it. And where do you find your volunteers?
Wherever we can. No, we are getting phone calls now from people who want to volunteer.
Well, that's good.
And there is a process. You can't just put them out, but there is a process. But we have people calling that want to volunteer. And the thing is, the routes that we have now, the days we're going, we have regular volunteers. And, you know, they do not like to give up their day volunteering. If they don't want you to call and tell them, hey, you can have the day off, I have somebody else that would like to do that day. Well, why? They don't want to give it up.
So I guess that speaks to what the volunteers appreciate about being able to serve people.
And that speaks about how they feel. They're dedicated to that. And that client becomes part of an extended family. They check on them even days down. We're doing 3 days a week, and the volunteers do 1 day a week. They will go by and check on them.
Wow.
To see if they're okay, or they'll call. You need to have somebody go check on whoever it is. They need some extra help. Can you give them some? But yeah, they go by even on days that they're off.
Wow.
They go check on them.
That's beautiful. So you mentioned that we're delivering 3 days a week. Is that right?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
And that is due to COVID?
That's what started it. Yes.
Yes.
That's what started it.
So how has the need changed since COVID happened?
When COVID happened, there were a few volunteers, small percentage, that decided they would rather not. And most of them was because of some health issue that they had, or their age, that they would rather not do it right now. But we had so many that they were ready to step in and fill those empty slots. But that's the reason we went 2-3 days a week.
Right. And how
But
about
they still get their 7 meals. They still get their 7 meals.
Right. So you still provide the full week of meals.
Yes, we do.
And what about the need for meals, for delivered Meals on Wheels? What has happened to that since COVID?
It increased immensely. At times we were sending out about 3,000 meals a week.
Wow.
A lot of people are, they just didn't want to get out. Some of them felt that because of their age, they did not want to get out and go to the store, and they needed their meals. But no, we have supplied the need as it has come in.
Yeah, yeah. Now, does the program benefit from donations, or is it strictly government funded?
No, without the donations, it would be difficult to exist.
Oh,
All donations are greatly, greatly appreciated, no matter the amount. There's no amount, it wouldn't be too small. It wouldn't be too small.
yeah, yeah. So that brings me to the event that's going on right now, the Subaru Share the Love event. And we just wanted to make sure everyone knows that for quite a few years now, COA and our Meals on Wheels program have benefited from this national event. So it's going on now until January 4th. So if anyone watching is in need of a car, there's a way that you can help seniors in St. Johns County receive these meals that are truly, truly made with love. And I think it's a great gift to meet the lady who is responsible for preparing these meals to go out and be delivered by our wonderful volunteers. Because meeting Miss Sue, getting to know her, and working with her, you can feel the love coming from this lady, and it makes a difference to the people who receive the meals. And this is our opportunity with the Subaru Show the Love event. So if anyone is interested and you need to buy or lease a new car, this program is going on until January 4th. And if you select Meals on Wheels as your charity of choice, at no cost to you, Subaru of America will donate $250. And this has made a big difference for Meals on Wheels. Because as Miss Sue, as you just said, every dollar that we receive to support Meals on Wheels is going to change somebody's life.
Yes, it will. Somebody that might not have very much to eat, sometimes snacks, but this provides a nutritious meal. Um, all they have to do is heat it, and it's microwavable. And before they were sent out, we made sure that everyone had a microwave. So they had the assistance that they needed to get one.
Oh, great.
They did. And the contact with the volunteer means so much to them. But just contributions, we appreciate it.
So I wanted to ask you, what's the best part of your job at COA?
Thinking that you're helping someone that really needs it.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like work when you're.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah. I know that when the COVID closures came, I had heard that you were just biting at the bit to get back. Is that true?
I was off a week.
1 week.
1 week,
Oh, wow. Well, that's dedication.
But no, we take precautions. And precautions are taken here. The volunteers don't come into the center. They've pretty much closed the center to, I'm going to say outsiders, which is not a good term.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the kitchen staff and those of us that are sending the meals out are the ones that are permitted inside the building.
Mm-hmm.
We meet the volunteers at the door outside to talk with them,
Mm-hmm.
and put the meals in their cars. They are assisted putting the meals in so that they don't have to come inside. But every precaution that can be taken, we're taking it.
Well, that's good to know. So if people are interested in learning more about Meals on Wheels, they can call COA and someone will be able to help you, and you can talk to somebody who can help you arrange for them. Meals on Wheels a lot of people don't realize that you can pay for Meals on Wheels if you don't qualify for assistance.
Yes, you can. You can. And it's done monthly, and you don't have to have cash on hand or to give to the volunteer when the meal is delivered. If you want to pay for it, you can be billed monthly. Credit card, check,
Right.
your preference.
Right. And I think it costs around $7 a day. Am I correct?
$7 a meal, yes. And you can decide how many meals you want a week.
So you don't have to.
We deliver to some that only want 1 meal a week, 2 meals a week, but that's fine. That's your choice.
Okay, well, that's good to know. So if anyone is interested in learning more or arranging meals, they can call COA. Our number is 904-209-3700. And one of our receptionists will be able to help connect you with the person that can help you figure all that out. If anyone is interested in participating and learning more about the Subaru Share the Love event, That's easy too. You can just visit www.mealsonwheelsamerica.org/share the love. You can also contact our partner, our regional partner who's helping us to raise these funds, and that is Subaru of Jacksonville. And we don't have a Subaru in St. Augustine, so we partnered with Subaru of Jacksonville. And they are located at 10800 Atlantic Boulevard in Jacksonville. And you can call them too if you want more information on their products and services. And their number is 904-641-6455. If we could just ask everybody to please share this information, share the love, just like Miss Sue does every day. You could also visit our website, which is www.coasjc.org. So my last question for you, Miss Sue, today is if you could give some advice to somebody who has just retired, what would it be?
Stay busy. Stay busy. The mind slips when you're not busy, and the body deteriorates. Stay busy. If it's not volunteering, is not your thing, but stay busy. Keep your mind active with something. Be it reading, just stay busy, stay active.
Well, that's great advice. Thank you so much, Miss Sue. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for spending this half hour with me.
Thank you, Carolyn, for inviting me. I've enjoyed it. Hope to see you inside soon. And meet everybody. Hope how soon you can come back. It's an empty building without all of our participants. We miss them being in the dining room.
Oh, and they miss you too. And they've already commented on my announcement of our conversation. And we heard from Ken and Judy and Gail. And I'm sure we're going to hear from a lot more people telling you that they miss you. And I'm glad that they had an opportunity to see you and catch up. And I wish you a happy, happy holiday. And thank you for doing this for me.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to all of them and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. And thank you everybody for joining us. And we wish you a happy holiday, and please get in touch with us if you need our help. Take care, everybody.
Please.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.